What's on, ladies and gentlemen? My name's Ross, I like games, and today we need to have a little bit of a chat about the other secret rare which is coming around in Across Time BT12, the new Digimon set over in Japan. Although I say in Japan, you will know that the sets over here are the same as they are in Japan, so it will be our secret rare before too long as well. We have, of course, already looked at one of the secret rares from this set. We looked at it just the other day. Darkness Bagramon, if I remember correctly. So now let's have a bit of a chat about Shoutmon X7 Superior Mode. There we go. And a little bit proud of that one. I read that name all by myself like a good boy. Translations here are from the lovely folks over at DigimonCard.dev, the lovely Rust Marrow over on Twitter, someone we use for translations quite a bit for One Piece, bit less so on Digimon, but they're still very good and know exactly what they're talking about, and a little bit of me, because I translated some of this myself, and I'm a little bit proud of myself. So starting off then, we need to take a little bit of a look at a level 3. Obviously, it's Shoutmon. Why would it not be Shoutmon? We got a free cost to play normally, 0 cost to Digivolve, 1000 power. But like a bunch of the cards we've seen in this set so far, it can Digivolve for 0 from any level 2, as long as the card text contains the word save, that keyword skill, the fairly new one. So yes, it's a red Digimon, but it can actually Digivolve from any level 2 as long as it's got save in the text, regardless of what colour it actually is. And there will, of course, we imagine there'll be more in future. Then on deletion, you can save it, that is to say, put it under one of your tamers. And as an inheritable skill, when attacking once per turn, if this Digimon has save in its card text, delete one of your opponent's Digimon with 4000 power or less. Yes, that sounds awesome. That sounds really good. And sure, it's only 4000 power or less, blah, blah, blah. It's not huge, but it ain't bad, ladies and gentlemen. It ain't bad by a long shot. This sounds pretty nice to me. So then moving up, then we've got ourselves a level 4 Shoutmon King version. 5 cost to play normally, 2 cost to Digivolve, 4000 power. But it can Digivolve from any level 3 with save for 2 memory. So you pay 2 and it can Digivolve from any level 3 with save written in its text. So once again, like we just said with the level 3, sure, it is nominally, not nominally, it is a red Digimon, let's be clear. However, it also does need to be borne in mind that it can Digivolve from any level 3 with save in its text. That ain't too bad, ladies and gentlemen. That ain't too bad. Then on play, or when you Digivolve, you can play a Taiki Kudo, Uemano, or Toguro Akashi from your hand at no cost. One of those we'll be talking about in a moment. But basically, we're talking about tamers that deal with save, which is a real big theme in this set. So yeah. I play this as a 5 cost, or Digivolve it as a 2 cost, and I get to play a tamer for free? Yes, that sounds pretty gosh darn good. Now, on deletion, I get to save, which is nice, but then I get to place a Digimon with save in its text from my trash under one of my tamers. Not bad, ladies and gentlemen. Not bad at all. So that means not only do you get to save this Digimon, which is nice, because again, we're piling cards under our tamers, getting them back later, things are good, but then we also get to save one of our Digimon that's just kind of sitting, chilling in the trash. It's not bad, ladies and gentlemen. That is not bad at all. Now, some of you may have noticed when I introduced this card, 5 cost to play normally, that's not that cool, actually. Like, if I'm honest with you. 5 cost to play normally is expensive. 4 is what we generally expect for a level 4. The good news is we have Digicross -2, any Digimon with save in its text. That's nice, ladies and gentlemen. That's very, very nice indeed. Because now it's not a 5 cost, it's a 3 cost, and actually a 3 cost level 4 is not bad at all. Plus then I get the inheritable skill of whatever Digimon's got save in its text at the same time. Yeah. That sounds pretty gosh darn good. And then we got the same inheritable skill we just saw on the level 3. When you're attacking once per turn, if this Digimon has save written in its text, delete one opposing Digimon with 4,000 power or less. So if you go from the level 3 into the level 4, hey, good news, you're deleting 2 of your opponent's Digimon with 4,000 power or less. That ain't bad, ladies and gentlemen. That ain't bad at all. Now, since we're going up through the evolution line here, we might as well have a look at a lovely little level 5. We've got Omega Shoutmon, 7 cost to play normally, 3 cost to Digivolve, 7,000 power. Although you probably already guessed it, but let me say it out loud. It can actually evolve from any level 4 Digimon that has save in its text for a free cost. But again, we really should, we kind of should probably have expected that, because it's literally what all the others do. Can Digivolve from any Digimon of the appropriate level for the same cost, as long as they've got save in the text. When Digivolving, you select any number of your opponent's Digimon with a power of 4,000 or less, and delete them all. So it could be a 4,000 power Digimon, or it could be a couple of 2s, or if you're really lucky, maybe even 4 1s. But for every 2 cards in this Digimon's evolution sources, you increase the amount you can target by 3,000. I.e., if you've just gone level 3, level 4, level 5, it's then any number of Digimon with a power of 7,000 or less. If you start mucking around with stuff like X Antibody and have multiple level 3s and level 4s, you could be going up to like 10,000 or less or more, and that would be awesome. Then, on your turn, while this Digimon has 4 or more cards in its evolution sources, this Digimon gets security attack +1. And this is the part where I go, yeah, you know what? You can play around with stuff like X Antibody, and that is actually still legit. But really, we're saving, aren't we, ladies and gentlemen? That's the whole point of these Digimon. We are saving, i.e. putting our Digimon underneath our tamers. We are then bringing them back out. Sorry for the slow roll on that one. I'm assuming most of you knew where I was going with it. The point is, if you can get 4 evolution sources under, security attack +1. But you will need to get at least 1 card from under a tamer, because level 2, level 3, level 4, that's only 3. You need a 4th. This is very deliberate. It's forcing you to use save. Or muck around with X Antibody, that is also an option. Point is, you need to get an extra evolution source under there. If you've just got the normal level 2, 3, 4, it's not going to work. But actually, security attack +1, deleting a bunch of Digimon when you Digivolve up, yes. Oh yeah, and then as an inheritable skill, stop me if you've heard this one before, once per turn, while this Digimon has save and you attack, delete one of your opponent's Digimon with 4,000 power or less. Obviously, we've now seen that on the level 3, the level 4, the level 5. So if you've got a level 6 Digivolved from all of these, and you attack, you can get rid of 3 4,000 power or lower Digimon. Yeah, not bad, ladies and gentlemen. Not bad. And then, of course, we have a tamer. We need to talk about the tamer. It would be frankly rude if we did not talk about the tamer. Now, we've got Taiki Kudo here, which, yes, is one of the Digimon that can be played for free with Shoutmon King version. That's pretty important. And what we've got here is a free cost tamer at the start of your main phase. By placing a Digimon with save written in its text from your hand under this tamer, draw a card. So it's a draw engine. Draw engine is great, but it's not just a draw engine. You're also building up cards under the tamers, which we know is something we want to be doing. And on your turn, when your Digimon would evolve into a Digimon with save written in its text, you can suspend this tamer, place a card from under your tamers as that Digimon's bottom evolution card, and reduce the cost by 1. So a pretty easy way to get that 4th evolution card under Omega Shoutmon, as an example. You 2, 3, 4. When you then Digivolve up into the 5, use this, put a 4th one under there, boom. Security attack +1. So it's not just the draw engine you're getting here, although that is pretty good. It's also the fact that you're putting cards under to use later. And then we get to the main event, the secret rare, Shoutmon X7 Superior Mode. 15 cost to play normally, 17,000 power. Why does it not have information about how you Digivolve it up? And Occam's Razor tells us, well, if there's no option in terms of how we Digivolve it up, you can't Digivolve it up. It's a 15 cost to play normally, 17,000 power. You do not Digivolve, ladies and gentlemen. There is no Digivolving going on here, which is a little bit weird. However, it does have Digicross -1, any number you like, of Cross Heart and Blue Fair Digimon with different card numbers. Oh, nice. So it is a 15 cost, but in theory, if you get enough Cross Heart and Blue Flare Digimon, you can literally Digivolve, or play it, I should say, for nothing. Oh, well, that makes it easier. Plus, of course, everyone could potentially give it an inheritable skill as well. We've already seen a bunch of examples in this video of ones that would work. And yeah, it's expensive, but you use Cross Heart to bring this Digimon down to a sensible cost. Give it a bunch of cool inheritable skills, and then you've got 17,000 power. Sounds good to me, ladies and gentlemen. Sounds good to me. Oh yeah, there's more. When playing this card, you may place one of your Shoutmon into this Digimon's evolution cards to reduce the play cost by 1, and here's the kicker, and allow the use of cards in your trash as Digicross material. This is the key to this card. This, ladies and gentlemen, this is the game changer. Because now, the reality is, yes, you can use 15 different cards to make this free to play. The chance of having those 15 different cards in your hand, basically 0. Like, I'm sure if you played like 1,000 games, it would probably happen once, but almost never going to actually happen. But here, because you place a Shoutmon into this Digimon's evolution cards, you then make it a 14 cost, and then you're looking for 14 Digimon that have Cross Heart or Blue Flare, with different numbers, but you can go from your hand or your trash. Yes, that makes it absolutely playable. It is that part of the card which turns this from, yeah, mate, that's not going to work, to, oh, that could be great. Yeah, this one's pretty good. Then, on play, you return all the evolution cards of one of your opponent's Digimon to the bottom of their deck in any order, and then return that Digimon to the bottom of the deck. Not bad. I mean, basically gets rid of one of their Digimon. That's pretty good. And on your turn, the security effects of all of your opponent's option cards do not activate. So basically, you get rid of a Digimon, and you turn off security effects of option cards, and you are potentially playing a 17,000 power Digimon for free or pretty close. Yeah. Yeah, not bad, ladies and gentlemen. Not bad at all. This one could be very, 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 very good indeed. Oh yeah, we've also got an option card we should look at, because this one's kind of nuts. So it's a 9 cost option card, which is obviously hugely expensive. It's called Final Cross Blade, if anyone's wondering. And it deletes one of your opponent's Digimon, and then you unsuspend Shoutmon X7 Superior Mode, and you may attack a player with it. And as a side note, you attack the player, that is your only option, you can't attack a Digimon. As a security, you delete an opposing Digimon. And this is kind of like better Gaia Force. Now, let me be clear, when I say better Gaia Force, this is one more expensive. And it's only for Shoutmon X7 decks. But you unsuspend an attack after deleting any Digimon. And also, right, as a side note, if your opponent's got one blocker on board, maybe go after that one so they can't block you. Yeah, this is ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. It's expensive, but again, if you play 4 copies of this, then it's going to end up in your security here and there. And then every time it comes out of your security, you just delete a Digimon. That's a pretty good skill to have. Sounds good to me, ladies and gentlemen. It's a super rare. It's not a super rare. It's a secret rare. It's one that we've been waiting for, because we were looking to see what the other secret rare was. And might I suggest, ladies and gentlemen, that this one was absolutely worth waiting for. This is awesome. That's what I think. I want to know what you think. So let me know in the comment section, would you? Go nuts! Be nice. And then make sure you like this video, subscribe to this channel, follow me on Twitter at TheWasi. That's where we talk about Digimon and a bunch of other card games. And please do consider checking out patreon.com/PTCGradio, where you can support the channel get some bonus podcasts, join a Discord and chat with us, just generally have an awful lot of fun. But by far the most important thing is always, look after yourselves till next time, would ya? Thank you very much for watching. My name's Ross, and you've been watching What's He Plays.